Video is on. I am going to try to find the record button once again. Because they hide it. I apologize. God. It says it's recording to the cloud. Okay, so we're gonna go with that.
We're good. It says.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Real fast, it does say that we're recording. It does not have video. Video settings. I apologize. I don't like to start them early. If I can turn it off and turn it back on. Still not. Is anybody tech savvy?
Plugged in.
I haven't touched it. It should have been plugged in from the last meeting.
Got a back there door, I believe. Anyway. Give them that food up.
So, sorry about that, everybody.
That's okay.
Okay. You said roll call?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Trusting now it's good. Alan Leary,
Here.
Jennifer McCarr.
Here. All right, approval of minutes for September 18th, 2024.
Make a motion to approve the minutes for September 18th, 2024.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, correspondence? Do we have anything? Sanitary report?
We're getting towards the end of the year. We got the majority of the system cleaned, the week we had the stuff here. We've had some call outs on station 1 and 2 and had some parts replaced on it. We got the correct parts finally put in the station 6. Call out box for number 2 has been sent in and returned. Warranty works, there's no charge to us on that. Extension ring and rack road has been completed. And I've been getting a lot of back and forth about the repair work on Pine Street that we did for the bore through. Companies that service the town have been asking for their for payment. Indian American Water, I reached out to Indian American Water, finally got a hold of somebody, a live person, and they have not even processed the claims yet. I've talked to my predecessor and he says, in the past, what's happened is we have covered that cost as the town. And then the American Water is up for reimbursement of costs. Other than that, I want you guys to talk about it and see what you think. I got the POs already written, ready to go. It's just a matter of if you want to approve that or not. I do have the money in the budget to cover that. So, but I want to confer that with our.
How much is it?
One is 5,900 and the second one is 2650. And then I can just let the American Water know that we're gonna cover it, we've covered it, and then they need to pay us directly.
Yes.
And this was for, refresh my memory.
Pine Street, we had a bore through, they did a water line repair.
Okay, yeah. So we have to pay for it up front, and then Indiana American Water will reimburse us.
Correct.
Have you talked to Indiana American Water at all?
Yes.
They said
So that.
Are,
So they, when I talked to Indian American Water, they said that their POs have not even been processed yet for this thing. And I posed the question is when can we expect that? And of course, we get the indebtable, I don't know. And I know it can't go on forever, but my thing is, they did come out, they helped us, not Indian American Water, they helped us. I call them out, not Indian American Water.
Mm-hmm.
So. in order to stay face with them, but per se, and the next time I need them to come out, I would say recommend to pay the bill. Clay, I hate to put it on you, but I'll forward everything to you. You can start putting a thumb on Indiana American Water and paying us.
Okay.
That's my recommendation. That's up to the board to.
Yeah.
Mm. Do we wanna do that and put the pressure on them for the next month and then December decide if we just wanna pay it?
That's your call. I mean, I don't know, different tactics work for different.
I know,
And maybe, are they just ignoring you and not responding?
No, they didn't respond. I didn't get a response from them. They just got, they don't have any idea of when that's gonna be approved. It's the same response I give to the Mets and Eagle Services. I can't tell you when it's gonna be done, because I can't say, I'm gonna pay on this date. That has to go through
No,
you.
But can you say, well, who can I talk to who will know?
Right, and
I
that's,
mean, start going up the flagpole
right,
and finding out, you know, who, if you don't have an answer, who does have the answer, who, you know, get closer to the person who would have the answer.
yeah, let's do that, let's keep bothering them for one more month.
Because, and I appreciate the fact that you think, oh, just send it to the attorney and it's gonna take care of it, and it'll get
Right.
paid. Sometimes that can backfire on you and, you know, so if you're gonna do that, that's fine, but just be prepared for how that relationship may sour.
right. No, I thought of that too, but this has been going on since August.
Yeah,
And again, if I need them in a pinch, I don't wanna be, oh, you haven't paid me, so therefore,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
I'm coming. So, and I put this in another boat, now I gotta start finding other people to come out in emergencies.
but I feel like it also isn't what, I mean. It's not just we're not paying them because we don't have the money.
Right. No,
Indiana American Water needs to pay them. So I say if we can fight with Indiana American Water. Till our next meeting, I mean, that would be my suggestion, and then, and then I see it where the other business needs to close out their books for the year,
yes,
so. Come in December, if we need to pay it. Put the money up front, then we will.
Yeah, that's why I think so too. I
Okay.
agree.
Good. Okay.
okay, other than that, it's just getting, you know, I'm trying to get everything caught up for the end of the year, what's the name? Sewer assessment services, the guys that have been metering our thing, they sent us an invoice for the end of the year, and that's for $4,800. And I have that purchase order here for you as well, so. So, and of course, number of POs that I've submitted for last month,
Okay,
How much was that? 40,000 what?
4,800.
4,000.
all right. Is that all you have for us?
Just for something.
Is Greg on?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep,
Greg,
I'm
you're-
here.
Hello.
Hi. All right, so I got a few things here. First of all, it was back on October 7th. One of our test results, the total suspended solids was over our allowed limit for that day. Because we were doing some cleaning down there in one of the clarifiers. So we just had to file a notice with IDEM, and their response was just for us to update our maintenance procedure, which we already did, turn that in. So that's taken care of. I was gonna bring it up well, we didn't have last meeting, so I couldn't bring it up. Then other than that, we have turned in all the required compliance paperwork and reports for the last 2 months. And then for the UV disinfection project, we're towards the end of the year, so we have some budgetary constraints there. But the project is gonna go out for bid as soon as the budget allows, which I'm hoping is gonna be next year, probably. I'm hoping in the first quarter of next year, but I don't really have any way of knowing for sure. Other than that, everything is good down there, no issues. I met with Adam, I don't remember, end of September, beginning of October, whenever you did the lift station cleanings. That's all taken care of, no issues there. One of the Eagle trucks, they had spilled a little bit of the contents of their vac truck on the ground over there by the sanitary plant, but I had our guys go check it out and there wasn't enough to make any kind of report or anything, so that was all good there. Other than that, I don't really have anything else.
Thank you. All right. Matt?
Engineer report is that I did speak with, the owner of the metering company that's got that final invoice, for the work to date. We talked about, there's, the idea was we were gonna meter 3 of the lift stations areas, and, we only got to 2. So, we have this little bit of rain right now, but looking at the weather, we didn't think that it was going to be a large enough event to actually capture anything worthwhile. So, we're holding that one off until spring unless something changes and we, change our mind, but that's what he and I discussed. It'd be better to do that in the spring where you're gonna be more likely to get rains.
Mm-hmm.
Or so, so that's where we left that. And then, just today, I know there's been some back and forth with, Brian Lewandowski regarding 392 Melton Road. He just sent today a link to a, not Dropbox, but Google Drive folder with some information in it. But I haven't had time to review that yet, but just know he did send some information to us. When I get that folder open, I could probably send it along to Adam, just to make sure we have the same information.
Okay.
So just know that he did do
Okay.
that today, so we'll take a look at that and see, where that project stands.
Thank you. All right, future infrastructure, don't have anything going on other than what Brian's stuff, but
Wasn't there, talk or something about development over here? I haven't got anything about it, but.
just minor, like nothing,
Early.
yeah,
Okay.
nothing that's ready to be talked about right now,
All right.
really early. Mhm.
Moving on.
Yeah. All right, approval of claims and purchase orders submitted.
I make approval of claims purchase order submitted needing requiring 2 signatures or more.
That's a nice motion. A second. Roll call.
Mary,
Yes.
Jennifer McCarr.
Yes. Whoa. Okay, they're flying at us.
I'll give you that.
Spending review, I've looked through stuff.
And that will reflect again the 2 months as opposed to the one, on the different sheets that I gave you.
Correct, yeah, because we missed or we skipped last month. Delinquencies and nothing out of the ordinary. And the full report. Looks okay.
Looks fine to me.
Mhm.
It's long.
It's flowing. So the power outage, or I guess it's after the power outages or before the power outage, I should say, that we had the other day. We miss anything?
No,
Okay,
no, we're good.
with the generator.
Yeah.
They lost
well,
power
I think
over here.
the deal was I don't think it's the right way. The amount of time it was down, that right back up.
Okay, all right.
So,
And sewer rate study.
I think that based on past, we are due to have another one done. I want to say it was every 4 or 5 years. And I think that this year would have been the year. I don't think we have time to do it before we send out the new booklets and stuff for next year. So I don't know any more than that.
Is
It
it
was
something-
talked about at the April meeting too, sewer rate study was brought up then as well, and I meant to thank you
Mhm.
for bringing that, I meant to ask about that, what was the outcome?
And do we hire somebody to do
Yes, there was
that?
somebody we hired, and I don't, who they were, you
Well,
know. sewer.
I don't have my notes, sorry.
Oh, gosh,
I'm
there was
losing.
one, we've used the same company, I think at least twice. And if you told me their name, I'd say, yes, that's it.
But we don't know their name. I don't know.
Well,
Um,
I've been with you long enough.
I know, I
If
know,
search my email,
I know.
I will find, but I
Let's
don't think I
see.
can find, my phone may not have that power to go back that far.
Yeah,
I'll try.
let's
I
see.
don't know.
So I guess, if the booklets are already done, we'd have to make new booklets too, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted it to apply to
To-
2025, yeah. I'm new to all of this.
Right. This would be my
I don't have any experience. Yeah.
first sewer rate study, I believe. I think, will we be okay if we just wait and do it next year?
Adam, would you know?
Is there something that says you have to do it every year?
Yeah, there isn't, this is, we're supposed to do it every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it
Was it,
two?
was it 2 years?
I thought it was 4, because I think the last one was 2020.
This is my first.
I think it's every 4.
Yeah, it was 4 in the book.
I think the sewer rate studies every 4. So was the last time 22?
Yeah, and I wasn't here.
I think it was 2020. If I was looking back at documents correctly.
Well, would it be bad if I just say we do it in 2025? And,
Let's find out first when we did it last.
Okay.
That's where we start.
We'll look
let's
into
do
that.
that, yeah.
Confirm. And I recall it was after COVID had started, so I just don't know if it was the end of 2020 or later.
Okay. All right, sanitation work logs?
That was, there was discussion whether they are needed or not.
Are you talking about the work logs, like, from 7 to 7:30, I was at this lift station?
So it's the same thing as we were talking about in the council meeting. and so
Okay.
forth. And actually, let me, if you wouldn't mind for a minute, I think that Maddie's time is not being utilized. That's having to take information from one log and put it on another and so forth. I think that is just asinine, and it's just a redundant thing that she could be doing more things in an office than transposing work log from one to the next. We talked about in the other meeting, or in the council meeting, we talked about that is the responsibility of the superintendent to keep track of that. And I think that would be a better, more fit than having, Maddie having to transpose mine, Brandon, Mike.
So
Andrew.
you keep track of the work logs
So-
then, and,
Why, I already submit the information. So
Right.
that's the only information I don't submit is what that is. And
Right.
that's, so it is the job or responsibility of the superintendent is to keep track of those hours
Mm-hmm.
and so forth. And then no different like from Brandon. You should be keeping track of how many hours it takes to cut grass or plow snow and things like that, not Lori or Maddie or anybody else. That's his part. So I'm sorry,
no, you're.
I agree with what Councilman Loving said, and we don't need to be micromanagers,
Mhm.
and that's where
I'm fine with that, having them fill out from 7 to 7:15. Oh, go ahead.
It's a different subject.
Oh.
When you're.
Okay. I don't need to know what they're doing between 7 and 7:15 or 8:30 to.
You don't need to micromanage them.
Yeah,
And I mean,
not right now.
you can see it on, I think it's a sanitary
Right.
report, yeah, that's that little tiny left box on the back page, that's all that is.
Like,
So
we'll still get
if you
a,
Want it.
Yeah, you'll get
we'll
that,
still get
yeah,
this,
you'll still get that.
but he doesn't need to write it and you don't need to write it, and.
So when I do my email, for
Right.
monthly information,
Mhm.
I'll just include myself, Brandon, whatever, and what hours we work and so forth. That way, it just saves you from having to do 5 different work logs and calculate all that stuff. You
Fair.
do all that.
Yeah, that'll get free.
Are you okay with letting go of that job?
Yes.
Okay.
And work, whatever. you-
Retyping whatever he's already handed you, I mean, I'm fine with that. So, yeah, as long as we still have it on the back,
Yes.
I'm good.
Okay.
So.
So
And
then,
as long as Alan's good, I'm good.
so
I'm
then
good.
should we not have Lori be sending them up to me anymore? You're just gonna handle it?
Once I'm dealing with sanitation, I'll handle it, and then I will, I'll email.
Okay.
NCC you.
You're getting really good at emailing, okay. Back to Jeanette.
We believe it is Sender and Associates. We're in Maryville.
Send.
CNDER, looks like they might have, now there's Center / Dalton Municipal Advisors,
Oh,
so I don't. That's what yeah, I see this name, I recognize Carl Center.
Yeah, Senator Dalton.
Yeah,
okay. So we just have to see, when the last one was done and then.
When I find out
Okay,
that
do.
information, do you want me to disperse it to everybody?
Yeah, we can just include everybody.
Okay.
All right, go to the order.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Everybody have a great Thanksgiving.
I'll second.
All righty, sounds good. Alan,
Yes.
Jennifer Paul.
Yes,
All right, meeting adjourned at 10:21.
yes,